the Superman official teaser trailer. So now you guys know I have a history with Superman. I've been reading the comics since I was a kid. When I was able to, I love Superman. I watched Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, when I was a kid. I loved it. Christopher Reeve was my favorite. But it's gone through decades of love, right? So I'm curious what this is going to be like. I've seen so many mixed reactions, right? I've seen so many reactions to this where, like, I haven't watched people, like, watching it, but I've just heard people, I've seen people tweeting, seen people typing. So let's go ahead and see what it's like, and then we're going to judge it for ourselves, right? Alaska? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, we're going 80s anthem? I dig it. Is that paw? Okay. There's Crypto. Jesus Christ. I hope Crypto learns how to control his power.
Crypto. Home. Take me home.
Lex Luthor, yeah. Hitman Luthor.
Superman.
Wow. Oh. Guy Gardner. Oh, the theme, dude. Mr. Terrific? I'm not gonna lie, chat, they got me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely started to tear up. We're gonna watch it again. I'm not gonna lie. Part of it is, I've talked about this before, right? But music has a way, like, of just hitting you, right? It can do it. And also, some of the imagery in this trailer is Superman. We're gonna talk about it, right? Yeah, we're gonna pause on Guy, don't worry. Okay, so first off, definitely nailing the nerdy Clark, right? Yeah. It's very, you could look at this, out of all the, like, Superman Clark I've seen, pretty much, you could look at this one and be like, yeah, that's not Superman, right? Like, this is, like, one of the best, like, transformations into Clark. Yeah, broccoli cut Clark, yeah. Yeah. That's pretty well done. But yeah, something destroyed him, dude. There are not that many people who can do that. Darkseid, Doomsday. So that's Lois. Yeah, I mean, she fits. We don't see a ton of her, right? Lobo, Zod, yeah. Okay, I can't tell. Is this the preacher? The priest from Constantine with Keanu Reeves, who also played the guy in S.H.I.E.L.D. in the future. Is this him, chat? The one who does the eye thing where, like, he has his eye, like, wander and stuff? I can't tell, but it looks like him. He's an amazing actor, so yeah, let's go. It's him. Yes, he's incredible. So I could totally see him as a Papa Kid. Yeah. Okay. Okay. God, the theme. Interesting. So it's definitely a return, right? The music tells us that this is like in the spirit of the older films. It's new, neo 80s, right? But like, it's gonna be more in line with the older take on Superman, and not just because he's wearing trunks. Even though, like, Superman wearing the briefs is always like a controversial thing. People love it or hate it. I kind of love it because I think James Gunn even talked about this. Like, the whole point of the outfit originally, especially, was like, it's like it inspires people. It's like the pro wrestlers, right? And it's like, you see that and you think luchador, you think of that, you cheer for him, right? It invokes that. And so you're not like afraid. Like, the outfit is not supposed to like intimidate you. It's supposed to have you cheer. It's supposed to have kids cheer, right? And that's a big deal for Superman. Like, when you go and you're there for kids and you defend them or you're showing them what's right, you want the kids to cheer and like feel hope. You don't, like, they're not supposed to be intimidated, right? Yeah, Crypto. We gotta talk about Crypto or Bitcoin or whatever his name is. That bitch is strong.
Crypto. Home. Take me home.
All right, so right here, this chat, this right here, this is quintessential Superman. Like, if you can understand this, if you're creating a Superman book or comic or novel or movie or show or cartoon or whatever, game, whatever, like, if you can understand that this is what Superman is about, I think he's gonna be a great Lex. We'll see.
Superman.
All right, so couple things here, chat. Again, another amazing scene of Superman, right? Also, very, very good. I'm gonna be very serious for a second. Very good that in this trailer they show, I'll just use like a blanket term, like a non-white person calling for Superman. The hope is that he'll show up, right? But like, that's a big deal. For a while, it was Superman, and because he was made Western and because of how they did stuff, 90% of the time he was saving somebody who looked like him. And you know, of course, that he would save everybody. It was implied, but like, it's good to see that. Like, it's a good thing to see that.
Superman.
Also, this one of the reasons I felt that Man of Steel was gonna be a great movie was when they had the pictures they released of the trailers and stuff, right? And they had the military arrested Superman, and they had him in handcuffs. You guys remember that? Superman was walking into the base and he was in handcuffs, and people who don't take a second to think and don't get it were like, this is so stupid. Superman can break out of those handcuffs by literally flexing his hand. Like, this is so dumb. And anybody who thinks about it and also appreciates it understands that that's the point. The point is that he's doing it for them. He's not unleashing, right? He's not establishing dominance and control. That's not what it's about. He understands humans. Here, he's a human. He's been raised as a human. He's going through human emotions, but he's taking it, right? Like, he's just taking it. Yes, he doesn't want to aggravate people. He wants them to trust him. That's right. He knows that literally he could burn the world down. But it's not about that. And that's also what makes him so interesting, is because he could, right? You know how many heroes, if you try to throw something at them, they would dodge it? they would dodge it or they would like say something and he just no. This is what gives me some like hope that this is gonna be a great movie. But look, he's frustrated because he's a human, right? He's also frustrated at himself. Now, I don't know why. Okay, so I didn't know that Guy and it's Mr. Terrific, right? Like, I didn't know they were gonna be in this movie. Oh, and is that Hawk Girl? I remember that James Gunn said that this is not an origin story for Superman, right? So this makes it feel like the Justice League already exists, right? This makes it feel like we've already established the League, and so some major stuff is going on, to me. Superman was always supposed to embody the best attributes of humanity. His restraint and will is just as much a part of his character as powers. Exactly, Tiny. If your Superman is all about only bombastic fights and don't have those moments, you've misunderstood the character, right? Now, obviously, you're going to have some bombastic uberness. That's cool and dope and awesome. Superman started out in Action Comics, but that character has evolved. You know what I mean? And in a good way. Yeah, it actually has personality and depth. I will be honest. I am not a Guy Gardner lover. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, my favorite thing about him is during the Blackest night, right? If you don't know, chat, Blackest Night is a comic series that's one of my favorites. And it's when literally the Black Hand, using the power of death and the Black Lanterns, brings like all the dead back to life to steal emotional energy, takes over people. It's amazing. But for me, the coolest part about his role in it is that at one point Guy Gardner became a Rage Lantern, because it was the War of the Light that ended up kind of leading to this. Everything was getting crazy. Atrocitus was recruiting new people to fight. People were getting deputized. It was the whole thing, right? And he's a willpower Green Lantern, but then he actually gets a Red Lantern Rage Ring and ends up fighting with rage and willpower. But they end up like having to help save him because he has to not Oa. Chat, what's the sentient planet that's a Green Lantern? Come on, Zeroverse. Somebody in here knows the answer, right? I can't remember. Anywho, the other lanterns all work together to help him break free of it. Mogo, thank you. Yes. Mogo is like he has to go through this trial himself to like reject rage and embrace will. And Hal Jordan's like, no, like we're the Green Lantern Corps. Like we work together. Like we're together in this. Anyway, that was like the most interesting thing about him to me. Other than that, I'm very curious to see what happens. I'm curious where Hal and John are, and even Kyle, right? Oh, sorry, chat. We got to go back. Hold on. This is really cool because to me, this is just showing, like, look at this. How I mean, God, dude. I've been wanting another Green Lantern movie, like an actual lantern. Oh. Yeah, Cowgirl. Fighting a dinosaur. This is a great scene. And you know why I like this, chat? Because you could tell like when he puts on the outfit, right? He's serious. And that does happen. Like Superman, when he puts on the outfit, does take it as a responsibility, and he takes it very seriously. This is a beautiful shot. This is beautiful. I love it. This is sad. So this looks like potentially one of the robots from the Fortress of Solitude, and in fact, they look like they're at the Fortress of Solitude, which makes me wonder if it got attacked or if something happened. I don't know, right? Interesting. I don't know who that was, honestly. Lex Luthor. That could be Luthor in a suit. That could be Luthor in a suit fighting him, but also Zeroverse. There's pretty much no Superman. If I'm not mistaken, every Superman work that has been made since the Christopher Reeve Superman. So not the like black and white one and then like the animated one before that. They didn't do it. I think every Superman since Christopher Reeves has had one scene with Superman and Lois, like the kiss floating into the air, right? Lois and Clark had it. Obviously, Christopher Reeve had it. Man of Steel. I'm pretty sure Man of Steel has it, if I'm not mistaken. Or not Man of Steel, but DCU. I'm pretty sure has it. This is just like one of the quintessential Superman moments. And I've always loved it. Even the show, right? Superman and Lois, the actual show that just ended, they literally do this within the first 2 minutes in a flashback. So. Okay, yeah. I'm down.